Welcome, everybody. My name is Jen, and you may know me as Nerdy Girl AV. I am an AV professional and have a handful of neurodiversities myself, ranging from ADHD, autism, and depression. And I like to chat about some of my special interests. So, today we're talking about ADHD and executive functioning issues, particularly around the idea of working memory. So, working memory is a key challenge for folks like me with ADHD. Working memory is a cognitive system with a limited capacity that can hold information temporarily. Working memory is important for guiding reasoning and decision making and behavior. It's about what you're keeping in your head at the moment. Kind of like having, sticky note in your brain. There's only so much that you can keep in there on its own before you start forgetting things. Is that there's only so much room for the sticky notes. Say, for example, you're trying to do a math problem. I not only have an executive functioning challenge, I also have dyscalculia. And dyscalculia is kind of like dyslexia, but with numbers. So the two of those together is just a joy. But if you're using math, just an example to kind of help relate is, so I tell you a math problem, and you have to keep all of these numbers in your head. So you have that whole formula. What are the numbers that go into that formula? And then you have to go through, the math and remember everything. Then say you have another math problem. What you just did, all of that, requires storage space. This is just an example with math, but working memory challenges can also be what someone said. Say, for example, you're in a meeting. I overcome this by taking a lot of notes. I use a notebook that is essentially my brain because I can't rely on what stays up here because I got a chassis broken and it's not getting repaired because that was just the way I was wired. It's important when you have executive functioning challenges to take the time to learn what are your challenges. Where do you find that you're getting, really overwhelmed? Are you forgetting things? Can't find things? Where are my keys? These things shouldn't just stay in your brain. I mean, the human brain itself wasn't designed to just keep massive long-term memory. When you have executive functioning challenges, having skills and techniques to manage your emotions and taking care of yourself helps to manage and regulate the executive functioning skills that are already a challenge for people with ADHD. So then what is executive challenge? Well, executive functioning is a term that you can think of it like the management system of the brain. So there are three main components of executive functioning, and that would be working memory, cognitive flexibility or flexible thinking, and challenges with inhibition or self-control. Executive functioning is responsible for things like being able to pay attention, organizing thoughts, planning, prioritizing, understanding different points of view, regulating emotions, and things like self-monitoring. Keeping track of what you're doing, keeping track of time, And these executive functioning skills are very natural and normal if you are neurotypical. And these things can be learned, but some people just need a little extra help. And so this is why a lot of folks, including myself, advocate for, if it's right for you, do not be ashamed of taking a medication to help. Therapy alone works for a lot of people, and it's a very good place to start. But sometimes you need a little bit extra help to let those skills stick. It's not like people with ADHD can just buck up and work through it. But that's why it's a invisible diversity and a disability, is because it's not something you can just wish away or fight through and just do better. It doesn't work that way.
Thank you for watching. Please be sure to subscribe and hit that bell notification to stay up to date when new videos are released. You can support this channel by like and sharing this video, or you can donate on my Patreon. Hope to see you in the next video, and remember to be kind, be strong, and remember that you are not alone.